There were mornings, nothing inspired me. No fire, no hunger, just dim light through half-open curtains and heavy legs. The playlist ended before I noticed coffee cool beside me, while I delayed the simple act of putting shoes on again. I used to think consistency belonged to motivated people, to disciplined minds, to those who woke up certain of themselves every morning. Endurance beyond motivation begins after excitement fades, when movement survives without applause, without momentum, without needing to feel powerful first. Some runs carried purpose, some carried frustration, some carried absolutely nothing except routine and the quiet refusal to disappear completely that day. And strangely, those empty feeling miles still built something inside me, even when I doubted they mattered at all. I expected growth to feel energizing, but many important changes arrived exhausted slowly through repetition, without emotional reward. Endurance beyond motivation reshaped my understanding of strength itself. Not intensity, not constant passion, but the ability to return honestly. For someone, motivation disappeared after failure. For someone, after heartbreak. For someone, life simply became heavier than before. And none of those reasons look dramatic from outside. Most are hidden quietly inside schedules, inside silence, inside ordinary morning. The older I become, the more I respect people who continue gently without needing inspiration every single day to keep moving forward. Endurance beyond motivation still lives inside me now, in calmer persistence and less panic, and knowing I can continue even when the feeling doesn't arrive first. People celebrate passion because it shines brightly, but endurance often grows in dimmer places where nobody claps for showing up tired again. Maybe maturity is realizing you won't always feel ready at choosing movement without waiting for perfect emotion to return. Endurance beyond motivation became part of my rhythm, not dramatic, not cinematic, just a quieter form of trust, built over difficult years. Low energy, steady steps, still moving. Some roads disappear the moment you leave them, forgotten quickly beneath newer places, new routines, new versions of yourself. But certain rules remain, with unsettling detail, cracks in the sidewalk, the sound of crossing lights, cold air rising from empty rivers before sunrise. At the time they felt temporary, just somewhere to train, somewhere to clear my head. I didn't realize memory was building itself there quietly. Certain roads never leave you, even after years pass. They return suddenly through weather, through silence, through the way your chest tightens on difficult mornings. There's one long stretch where I nearly gave up, one intersection where anger carried me forward, one bridge where exhaustion finally turned into acceptance. And somehow those places kept aging beside me, their meanings deepening results to measurable things. But looking back now, some of the deepest changes happened alone on silent roads. Certain roads never leave you because part of you remain there, not physically but emotionally stored somewhere inside your breathing and posture. For someone, a road becomes healing. For someone, unfinished grief. For someone, the only place where their thoughts stop running first. And none of those meanings stay fixed forever. Time reshapes every memory until pain itself starts looking softer from enough distance away. The older I become, the more I understand. Certain roads witness versions of me nobody else fully saw at the time. Certain roads never leave you, not because they were perfect, but because they carried you through seasons you weren't sure you would survive gracefully. Most people think roads are background scenery, but some become archives, holding breath, fear, hope, and unfinished conversations with yourself. And maybe we revisit them, not to relive the past, but to recognize how far we've quietly traveled since those lonely mornings. Certain roads never leave you, they continue living inside your instincts, inside your resilience, inside the strange calm that appears now when hard things begin again. Old pavement, new heartbeat, still remembering.
Colder enter, sharper than usual. Lungs adjusting slowly against the morning, while thousands of footsteps shuffle softly
Behind barricades,
Zippers closing, watches glowing. Someone laughing too loudly to hide their nerves. Paper cups trembling slightly inside tired hands.
I check my pace, been 3 times already. Even though I memorized it weeks ago, nothing left to prepare except myself.
Breathing
Before the gun, every inhale feels louder than the crowd, like my body is trying to negotiate with what's coming.
The start line never looks real until you stand there inside it.
Heart moving faster than the music through the speakers.
Some runners stare forward, some stretch in silence, some keep talking because stopping would leave them alone with their thoughts too long.
Months of training reduce themselves into this narrow space between anticipation and fear, between standing still and relief.
Breathing before the gun, holding together everything I carried here through dark mornings, endured weeks, and unfinished doubt.
For someone,
This is redemption.
for someone,
Unfinished business.
for someone.
The first attempt at becoming someone braver.
And all those meanings gather quietly beneath race bibs, beneath calm faces, beneath controlled breathing that isn't fully controlled at all.
The older I get, the more I realize courage rarely feels heroic. Usually it sounds like breathing
Carefully while waiting
to begin anyway.
Breathing before the gun, I can feel every year that brought me here. Every version of myself standing together inside this heartbeat.
Before motion begins,
People think races begin with movement, but sometimes they begin earlier, inside the silence, before the countdown finishes. And maybe breathing isn't preparation, maybe it's the final conversation between fear and commitment before they merge into action. Breathing before the gun, the world narrows beautifully. Nothing exists now except cold air, steady hands,
and the promise to keep moving.
deep inhale, stillness breaks.
Start. Most races faded faster than expected. Photos buried, results forgotten. Conversation shortened into how'd it go a few days later.
But some finishes never left, not because of medals or time on screen. Something else attached itself to memory.
I can still recall certain final turns, the texture of breathing under stadium lights, the strange silence inside exhaustion when everything narrowed.
Some finish lines stay forever,
Not in headlines,
not in records,
but somewhere deeper where effort
stop being performance.
and became truth. One finish held relief, another held grief. One felt like survival, another like apology
To a version of myself
I almost abandoned
years
earlier. And somehow the body stored all of it in heartbeat patterns and certain dawns, in the way my chest tightens before difficult starts.
Even now, I used to think finishes measured success,
But some only revealed what mattered enough to carry beyond the day itself.
some finish lines stay forever,
Because they changed the conversation
between who I was.
and who kept running afterward.
For someone, it's crossing alone.
For someone,
Hearing their name. For someone, it's realizing
they endured something they once feared.
and none of those moments age the same way. Certain endings deepen instead of fading as years continue.
Quietly forward.
The older I become, the less I separate. Running from living, both leave marks that only reveal meaning after enough distance from the moment itself. Some finish lines stay forever,
Not because they ended something,
but because they quietly began
a different version of your life. People remember victories for a while, but the soul remembers specific efforts for reasons.
Language struggles to hold.
And maybe certain races never truly finished. They continue existing inside posture, inside resilience.
Inside the way you return to hard things. Some finish lines stay forever,
I carry them still
through ordinary mornings,
through aging legs,
through every road that asks who I became.
after crossing them.
Tape long gone,
Memory intact.
still finishing. The question arrived between breaths. Not dramatic, not heavy, just quietly placed somewhere beside the road. My knees answer first before my thoughts did. Small stiffness lingering longer than it used to after colder mornings. There was a time I ran toward things, records, recognition, proof that effort could become something visible. How long will I keep running? Long enough to recognize the person who keeps returning to this road before sunrise. The pace no longer defines everything. Some days I notice other things. The sound of breathing settling into rhythm again. I've stopped measuring worth only through speed, because some victories arrive quietly inside endurance. People assume running ends when ambition fades, but maybe that's where a different reason begins. How long will I keep running until movement feels more honest and standing still? Until these streets stop feeling like conversation. For someone, running is escape. change and became part of my language. Not every runner is chasing improvement. Some are preserving something fragile inside themselves. And maybe the finish line changes shape once you realize the road itself was carrying you to. How long will I keep running till the mornings feel unfamiliar without it? Until my body says no, more clearly than my heart does. Older shoes, same dawn, still answering the road. Nothing about it looked important. Small routines, barely remembered. Days that passed without asking to be kept. A few slow miles after long shifts. Quiet mornings before the world fully arrived. Nothing dramatic, just repeated. I used to think change appeared through milestones, through visible turns. Something clear enough to divide before and after. Years inside small efforts, hidden in ordinary days. Not loud enough to notice until one day I stood somewhere new. There were seasons I questioned everything. Runs that felt unfinished, effort that disappeared before it could mean anything. Still something kept collecting, not in records, not in praise, but somewhere deeper than recognition. I searched for proof and outcomes, times on screens, numbers that moved, but most of it was forming outside my view. Years inside small efforts, built quietly without permission, layer by layer, through repetition. I almost overlooked for someone it's surviving, for someone staying steady, for someone it's learning not to disappear inside pressure. And none of it looks heroic, still it shapes the way they carry themselves through life. No single effort changed me, no sudden breakthrough arrived. Just time meeting repetition honestly. Years inside small efforts still remain, still speak, not because they were perfect, but because they accumulated without stopping. Most transformations don't announce themselves, they settle slowly into posture, breathing, and the way you continue, and what you repeat through difficult years might become the truest thing about you. Years inside small efforts became who I am now. Not all at once, not in glory, just quietly through thousands of unnoticed moments. Small effort, long years, still here.
The runner no one notices. The runner no one notices. I'm not the one they look for. No early pace, no sudden move, just part of the road, blending into motion. Shoes hit ground, same as theirs, but no one tracks where I am. Just another stride in the middle of everything. I've seen them pass, heard the cheers, felt the shift when someone leads, but none of it lands here. The runner no one notices, still runs, still stays, not in front, not behind, just somewhere they don't name. For someone this is everything, for me just today. No record I need to break, no place to claim. Still I move through distance without a mark, without a call, just step by step, holding my own line. I've thought about going faster, pushing more, being seen, but something in me never needed that. The runner no one notices, doesn't fade, doesn't stop, just continues in a way that doesn't ask to be known. They pass me, I pass them, no moment stays long enough to mean what I thought it would. And still this road includes me, not loudly, not clearly, but fully. No spotlight to hold, no silence to break, just movement that stays its own. The runner no one notices, still counts, still builds, not because it's seen, but because it exists. Not every run is a story, some are just lived without telling. And what you do without being seen might be the most honest form of it. The runner no one notices became how I run, not louder, not different, just mine from start to end. No name, no call, still running, 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 running. My feet kept time with the ground steady, predictable like they've done 100 times before. But my mind wasn't here, it drifted past the street to places that don't move at all. I've trained for focus, for presence, for control. Every step but something slipped without warning. Running but somewhere else, not lost, not gone, just split between what moves and what stays behind. Running but somewhere else, not lost. The rhythm stayed unchanged, no stumble, no break. Still something felt disconnected, like I was watching from outside, a version of me doing it right without being fully there. I've tried to fix it, pull it back, stay in the moment, stay on track, but forcing it only pushed me further away. Running but somewhere else, not weaker, not wrong, just carrying more than one place at once. Running but somewhere else, not weaker. For someone it's stress, for someone just noise, for someone it's everything they didn't say yet, and none of it shows in the stride, still it moves through every step they take. No correction to make, no version to fix, just movement that includes everything inside. Running but somewhere else still counts, still stays, not because it's perfect, but because it continues. Not every run is present, some are carried through distance without focus. And what you hold while moving might matter more than how you run it. Running, running. Running, but somewhere else is still a run, not divided, not broken, just real in a way you don't name. Body here, mind away, still forward. I didn't notice what would stay, no moment to decide what mattered enough to remain. Some things was faded without sound. Some disappeared along the way, but a few kept returning without asking. I tried to choose what to keep, what to build, what to become, but it never worked that cleanly. What stayed became me, not planned, not shaped, just everything that remained when other things fell away. There were efforts that didn't last, goals that didn't hold, things I thought would define me, but didn't. And then there were smaller things, quiet habits, repeated days that never left, even when I questioned them. I've looked for meaning in big moments, clear shifts, visible change, but this didn't form that way. What stayed became me without asking, without proof, not built in a line, but in what refused to disappear. For someone it's showing up, for someone just today, for someone it's holding on when letting go made sense. And none of it looks the same, still it gathers into something they carry forward. No scale to measure, no line to reach, just time that shaped what remained. What stayed became me, still counts, still holds, not because it's visible, but because it endured. Not everything you do becomes you, only what you don't let go of. And what you carry through time, quietly, becomes more real than anything you choose once. What stayed became me is where I stand today. Not finished, not defined, but built from everything that remained. No design, no claim, still me. The days widened without warning, hours stretched past intention. No starting line, no familiar rhythm, just space that lingered. The shoes gathered a quiet layer, not dust but distance from something I used to enter without thinking. I searched for urgency, something to restart, a signal to resume, but nothing arrived in that form. The pause that stayed didn't end, didn't fade, it settled into the edges of how I moved without moving. For some it's recovery, for some uncertainty, for others a silence they can't define. No shared outline, no single cause, still it holds each person in a different kind of stillness. I expected clarity, a moment that explains why I stopped, but it never resolved that way. The pause that stayed carried weight without sound, not absence, but something unseen that remained. The road didn't call, it existed unchanged, open without asking if I'd return. And something within didn't disappear, just waited in a form I couldn't use yet. No timeline to follow, no measure to track, just a stretch that didn't break. The pause that stayed still counts, still holds, not because it moves, but because it didn't dissolve. Not every gap needs filling, some remain until they become part of you. And what you carry through stillness might shape more than motion ever could. The pause that stayed became where I stand, not lost, not delayed, just something I lived through. No return, no restart, still here. shoe stayed still by the door. No early step, no quiet street, just time passing without movement. The body held something back, not broken, not gone, just enough to say, not today. I've measured days by distance, by effort, by how far I went, but these don't fit that line. Days I couldn't run, still count, still stay. Not because I moved, but because I didn't leave this. For someone it's pain, for someone just wait. For someone it's a reason they can't explain, and none of it looks the same. Still it holds them in place for now. I've waited to feel ready, to feel right, to feel clear, but these days don't change that way. Days I couldn't run, don't erase what stayed. They hold something quietly in place. The road didn't leave, it stayed unchanged. Still there waiting, without asking anything. And something remained even here, not emotion, but in not letting go. No proof to show, no step to mark, just time that didn't break me. Days I couldn't run, still count, still build. Not because I moved forward, but because I didn't turn away. Not every step is taken, some are held until they can be again. But you keep in stillness might be stronger than anything you show. Days I couldn't run are part of me, not lost, not wasted, just something I carried through. No step, no run, still here. No step, no run, still here. I've been here before, this exact point where the pace fades and breath tightens. Nothing sudden, just enough to make stopping feel right. It's a place I used to accept the quiet ending. I wouldn't question, just turn around and call it done. No failure in it, no reason to push, just a line I believe was mine. Where I didn't stop, wasn't louder, wasn't clear. Just one step that stayed when I would have ended it here. The same thoughts arrive on time, you've done enough, this is fine. Words that fit so easily into the moment, but something doesn't follow that line anymore. It stays just long enough to not agree. I'd wait until feel stronger to feel ready to feel sure, but this place never changes that way. Where I didn't stop, had no signal, no sign, just a choice that didn't end this time. For someone it's distance, for someone just today. For someone it's a second, they didn't walk away. And none of it looks the same, still it becomes a place they didn't think they'd pass. No comparison to hold, no proof to show, just the fact it continued at all. Where I didn't stop, still counts, still stays. Not because it seemed, but because I didn't leave. Not every moment needs strength, some just need not ending yet. And what you pass right there won't show, but it shifts everything after. Where I didn't stop became beyond. I didn't mark the distance, no check along the way, just the same steps repeating without announcement. Nothing felt remarkable, no sudden shift to hold, just a rhythm I stayed in longer than I thought. I've measured before, tracked every mile, looked for proof, something clear to tell me I've moved further than I realized. Not louder, not clear, just the place I'm standing in before I knew I was here. There were days that felt the same, runs that blended into each other. Nothing special, nothing to keep at the time, but they stayed, they built in ways I didn't follow while I kept showing up. I've waited to feel stronger, to feel new, to feel ahead, but it didn't come like that. Further than I realized, not because I pushed, but because I didn't stop when it was easy to. For someone it's distance, for someone just today, for someone it's the first time they didn't turn away. And none of it looks the same, still it leads to a place they didn't think they'd reach. No comparison to hold, no line to match, just movement that stayed with me. Further than I realized, still counts, still stays. Not because it's seen, but because I didn't leave. Not every step needs to feel big, some just need to continue. And what you've done might already be more than you think right now. Further than I realized is where I am today. Not finished, not defined, but ahead of where I once was. No signal, no proof, still further. This point feels familiar, not the start, not the end, just a place I've stood more than once begun. The pace begins to fade, breath gets tight, nothing dramatic, just enough to make stopping make sense. I've ended runs right here, called it enough, called it smart, left without questioning it. I don't wanna stop here, not this time, not again. No proof, I can go further still. I don't want to end it here. The thought appears like always, you've done enough, this is fine. Words that used to settle without resistance, but something doesn't follow that line anymore. It stays just long enough to not agree. I waited to feel stronger, to feel certain, to feel ready, but this moment never changes that way. I don't wanna stop here, not because I know, but because this point isn't where I stay. The road doesn't shift for this, it doesn't ease or adjust, still it continues past where I hesitate. And maybe that's enough, no guarantee, no promise, just distance that still exists ahead. No argument to win, no doubt to silence, just a step that refuses to end. I don't wanna stop here, not louder, not strong, just something that didn't break this time. Not every moment needs strength, some just need not stop. said it once without checking. No build up, no clear plan. Just a line that left before unmeasured what it meant. The room stayed unchanged, same light, same space, but something shifted in how I stood inside it. I've said things that passed, words that faded without weight, but this didn't leave with me. I spoke it into reality, not prepared, not ready. Just a sentence that stayed longer than doubt. No one marked that moment, no signal to confirm. Still it followed me into everything after. The road felt slightly altered, not different in form, but attached to something I couldn't undo. I've waited for certainty, for proof, for alignment, but none of it arrived before that. I spoke it into reality before I knew how, not a decision I could trace, just something I didn't take back. There were exits still open, ways to forget, ways to adjust. Nothing forced me forward yet, but that sentence remained unmoved, unrevised, quietly present in everything. No pressure from outside, no demand to prove, just the weight of what I said holding. I spoke it into reality and it stayed with me, not loudly, not clearly, but in every step I didn't skip. Some words don't describe, they define what follows after. And what I said that day became something I couldn't step outside of. I spoke it into reality, and now I move, not because I'm ready, but because it's real. No plan, no proof, still I said. No update to give, no change to show. Same route, same hour, nothing to report. I passed the same turns as always, no signal that anything had shifted at all. I relied on markers, numbers, visible gains, something I could name and hold. The progress that doesn't speak, doesn't ask to be seen. It stays beneath what I can say, and still it moves. The body repeats without notice, no breakthrough, no clear step, just motion that doesn't announce itself. There are moments I question if this was anything or just time passing. I've waited for confirmation, for something to answer back, but this remains silent. The progress that doesn't speak, doesn't prove, doesn't explain. It forms in ways I don't follow, yet the road returns what I bring. Nothing more, nothing less, just distance that doesn't comment. But something remains after I leave, not in time, not in pace, but in how I return. No moment to define, no shift to declare, just accumulation without voice. The progress that doesn't speak still counts, still stays, not because it's heard, but because it remains. Not everything needs a voice, some things become before they're known. Silence doesn't mean nothing's happening, it means it's deeper than that. The progress that doesn't speak becomes who I am, not clearly, not loudly, but through everything I kept doing. No sound, no sign, still it stayed. Could stop before the final change, no second look, no extra pass. Just closed it as it was and left it there. The details stayed slightly uneven, nothing aligned the way I planned. Still, I didn't reach to fix it. I've shaped things until they held, refined them until they made sense. But something always shifted again. Left as it is, no correction, no final form to prove. Just everything I didn't change, still here with me. The urge appears to adjust to smooth edges, to complete familiar motion I used to trust without pause, but now it passes without action. No need to respond, no need to improve what I brought. I've waited for the right shape, clear lines, perfect form, but nothing arrives finished. Left as it is, unfinished, uncertain, no better version to reach. Just this state I stayed in. The road doesn't ask for precision, it doesn't check what I fixed. It takes what shows up as it stands. And today I showed up without editing, without change, just the version that remained through everything. No more shaping, no more revising, just what I carried into this. No more shaping, no more revising, just what I carried into this. Left as it is, no disguise, no repair, just real in a way I don't need to explain. Some things don't need to be finished, they hold as they are. And what remains without change is closer to truth than anything refined. Left as it is, and I step forward, not because it's complete, but because I didn't turn away. No edits, no change, still moving. I didn't adjust anything, no final edits, no corrections, just closed the door with everything still unresolved. Inside, the mirror didn't offer answers, no version to approve, just a face that's been here through all of it. I've tried before to arrive different, sharper edges, cleaner lines, something that looks ready from the outside. I came as I am, not refined, not complete, no final form to present, just everything that stayed with me. The doubt didn't leave, it shifted, lost its place in what I follow. Still there, but no longer deciding anything. There were runs I shortened, runs I stretched beyond reason. None of them perfect, all of them mine. I've waited to feel certain, to feel finished, to feel enough, but that feeling never arrived fully. I came as I am, unfinished, unclear, no guarantee to carry, just the fact I didn't stay away. The road doesn't ask for explanation, it doesn't check what I fixed, it meets what shows up as it is. And today I showed up, not ready, not unready, just here without changing it. No more shaping, no more rewriting, just the version that continued. I came as I am, no disguise, no excuse, just real in a way I can't replace. Some strength isn't built, it's revealed when you stop editing yourself. And what remains when you don't adjust is closer to truth than anything else. I came as I am, and I version, no correction, just this. I didn't arrive all at once, no clear shift, no defined point, just days that kept going without breaking. Some runs stay short, some went longer, some felt right, most didn't. Still something kept forming without permission. I tried to adjust, correct the edges, become something more precise, but it never held that way. The version I arrive with isn't finished, isn't clean. No final shape to present, just everything that didn't leave. There were exits I didn't take, moments I almost stopped, thoughts that tried to settle, but didn't stay. Not because I fought them, not because I was certain, just something kept continuing without agreement. To feel ready, to feel complete, to feel aligned, but it never comes fully. The version I arrive with holds uncertainty, unfinished lines, uneven steps, still it stands without replacement. The road didn't shape me all at once, it layered quietly through repetition, through return. And now I stand here, not prepared, not unprepared, just present as I am. No more building, no more refining, just this state I carry forward. The version I arrive with is what I run, not improved, not resolved, just real in a way I can't replace. No final check changes this, the list is done, the bag is closed, everything I packed fits into what I've been lately. The room holds still, nothing acts, no extra thought to rearrange, just a quiet weight of days that didn't stop early. I've tried to refine, cut away edges, add one more layer to feel prepared, but it never settles that way. This is what I bring, not ideal, not refined, no missing piece I can't fix tonight. Just what stayed when it could have left. The doubts still visit, soft and precise. You could have done more, one more week. Familiar lines with careful timing, almost convincing. But they don't anchor like before. They pass through the same space without changing how I stand. I've waited to feel complete, to feel certain, to feel ready, but readiness never arrives clean. This is what I bring, unfinished, uncertain, no guarantee, no assurance, just everything I didn't abandon on the way here. The road won't shift for my timing, it won't ask what I prefer, it needs what I carry as it is. And maybe that's enough, no adjustment, no correction, just contact between distance and truth. No more building, no more changing, just the state I arrived in. This is what I bring, not louder, not stronger, but real in a way I can't replace. Nothing
Didn't aim for distance, no long route in mind, just the same stretch I've seen countless times. The body carried what it had, not sharp, not light, just enough to move again. I've chased far, measured runs, counted progress in numbers, but today felt different. Not far, just forward, no pace to prove, just beyond where I stopped, and that is enough. First steps don't change much, same breath, same weight. No signal that this matters yet, but something settles in motion, not faster, not stronger, just continuing. I've waited for better days, strong legs, clear mind, but they don't come like that. Not far, just forward, no plan to follow, just a line that moves slightly ahead. The road reflects what I bring, not what I want, not what I lack, just what I carry into it. And today I brought enough to not stay in the same place again. No finish for this, no moment to hold, just distance quietly building. Not far, just forward, no noise, no sign, just a direction that didn't exist before.